very few people have faith in the media.
Tonight on TVTV, it's a matter of trust as 60 Minutes puts the media on trial and we go along for the ride. Fear and loathing in the family home with the mirth-making mummies. And Doctor Who travels back in time to his own beginnings.
And its spin-off. Now that loyalty is probably only matched by Doctor Who fans. So to keep them happy and to celebrate the show's 30th anniversary, next week the ABC is going back to the beginning.
Close the door, Susan. I believe these people are known to you.
They're two of my school teachers. What are you doing here?
Where are we?
They must have followed you. That ridiculous school. I knew something like this would happen. We stayed in one place too long.
The Doctor is an icon, a man who's had 7 varied and popular incarnations. But for those of you who never quite understood what all the fuss was about, these original episodes starring William Hartnell might help explain the phenomenon. The first in a long line of sidekicks was the Doctor's granddaughter Susan, and although an illustrious group of companions followed, not all were totally willing. In the debut episode, Susan's teachers aren't so sure about the joys of time travel.
I don't know what you've done coming here. Grandfather, let them go now, please. Look, if they don't understand, they can't hurt us at all. I understand these people better than you. Their minds reject things they don't understand.
No.
Doctor Who was a surprise hit, a low-budget children's series with shaky sets. Its eccentricity and fantasy drew a much wider audience than was ever expected. Susan and the Doctor travelled through space and time in a malfunctioning device stuck in the shape of a London police phone box.
This doesn't roll along on wheels, you know.
You mean it moves? The TARDIS can go anywhere. TARDIS? I don't understand you, Susan. Well, I made up the name TARDIS from the initials, time and relative dimension in space.
Let me get this straight. A thing that looks like a police box standing in a junkyard, it can move anywhere in time and space?
Yes.
Right so.
Doctor Who gave writers and directors of the time an enormous license to experiment. They could visit any era they wanted and dream up alien beings like Daleks and Cybermen. The theme is a benchmark of early electronic music, and the video effects were a highlight. The 4 programs next week constitute the first Doctor Who adventure, An Unearthly Child, and they may be enough to recruit new fans from a generation that's young enough to ask, Doctor Who?
The Who to the world. They had no idea they were creating such an enduring character. If they had, they might have spent more on the sets. But through multiple regenerations, dozens of assistants, and enemies from the full continuum of time and space, the Doctor has emerged as a firm favourite around the world. So let's celebrate 30 years of the Good Doctor, firstly with a quick look back, and then the premiere episode starring William Hartnell as the original Doctor Who.
The chronicles of the Time Lord known as the Doctor have been documented on Earth for 30 years now. In that time, he has taken many...
We are wanderers in the 4th dimensions of space and time, cut off from our own planet and our own people, by eons in universes that are far beyond the reach of your most advanced scientists.
It's true. Every word of it's true.
You'll either be angry if you kill me, or... I'm a genius. You can't just change what I look like without consulting me.
You will have an opportunity to choose your appearance.
Oh, well, that's not so bad. But I warn you, I'm very particular.
Here is your first choice.
Huh? Oh, he's too old. But he's too fat, isn't he? No, he's too thin.
Since you refuse to take the decision will be taken for you.
No, I never said that. But I maintain I have the right to decide what I look like. It could be very important on the Earth. People on Earth attach a great deal of importance to... what's happening?
The time has come for you to change your appearance, Doctor, and begin your exile.
Is this some sort of joke? I refuse to be treated in... What are you doing? Stop!
Doctor! It's got away! Hey, you're not going without me!
Right, fasten your seatbelt.
But, Doctor, you'll never catch him. He's airborne.
Stand well back, Brigadier.
Doctor, we're flying!
Yes, of course we're flying.
Look, Brigadier, look. I think it's starting.
Well, here we go again.
There you are. Now, come along, Doctor. You're supposed to be in the sick bay.
Am I? Don't you mean the infirmary?
No, I do not mean the infirmary. I mean the sick bay. You're not fit yet.
Not fit. I'm the doctor.
No, Doctor. I'm the doctor, and I say that you're not fit.
You may be a doctor, but I'm the doctor. The definite article, you might say.
Doctor!
It's the end. But the moment has been prepared for.
The Time Lords have emotional feelings.
Of sorts.
Surely a great weakness in one so powerful.
Emotions have their uses.
They restrict and curtail the intellect and logic of the mind.
They also enhance life. When did you last have the pleasure of smelling a flower, watching a sunset, eating a well-prepared meal?
These things are irrelevant.
Was that you always told me, Doctor? Braveheart?
Must survive. Many of your enemies would delight in your death, Doctor.
Braveheart?
You're needed. You mustn't die, Doctor.
Many of your enemies would delight in your death. You know
You're
that.
needed. You mustn't die, Doctor.
You know that, Doctor.
Adric?
You know that.
You mustn't die, Doctor.
No, my dear Doctor, you must die. Die, Doctor. Die, Doctor.
President-elect of the High Council of Time Lords, keeper of the legacy of Rassilon, defender of the laws of time, protector of Gallifrey, I call upon you to surrender the hand of Omega and return to your customary time and place.
Doctor! You have changed again! Your appearance is as inconstant as your intelligence! You have confounded me for the last time!
Davros. Time to leave.
Yes. Doctor,
Yes?
we did good, didn't we?
Perhaps. Time will tell. Always does.